Iowa at Iowa State. As it is annually, it's under a touchdown, of course. Week one, look, both teams, they got new quarterbacks. Right? Obviously, Hunter Decker's not playing for Iowa State. Iowa came out looking really good offensively, and you were like, whoa, this could be a team. But then what happened? Also, this line's at 3.5 now, I believe. So, classic. But
shop lines, obviously, like we said,
yep.
Just because ours says 4, try to get at 3.5 if you want Iowa, or if you're Iowa State, try to get it at 4, whatever you can find, obviously.
Yeah. So what? Iowa State too. Rocco Beck. Did he look that good? No, I didn't think he looked all that good in game one, especially against not an insanely talented team that they were going up against there.
He left with injury, I think, a little bit. He was out, and then JJ Cole came in and did nothing special, and then Beck came back in at the end of the game. But
what I'm saying is he didn't look all that special. I get it that he came out, but I get it. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think with Iowa, Cade McNamara, and then they came out hot, obviously early. Luke Latchley, the 2 tight ends, him and Eric Ali.
Eric All, yeah.
Eric All, thank you. They're obviously pretty impressive. Caleb Johnson, the running back, but part of me thinks that Iowa kind of shut off the playbook. I think they didn't really care about scoring, that 25 points per game that Brian Ferentz needs to keep his job. I think they were just content with getting a win and saving, their best look for this game, obviously.
Yeah, this is, to me, I still think Iowa State's defense is good. Well, I want to believe it's good. This is a rivalry game in Ames. I mean, I think it's crazy to think that Iowa State would win this game, right? So I'm taking Iowa to win the game, but I don't think it's crazy to think that Iowa State can cover the +4. Well, depending on where you get 3.5, 4. Obviously, if you're taking Iowa State, we'll talk about it at 4, right? It's +3.5 at -115 on DraftKings. So it's kind of basically 4. That means it's 4 probably in other places, but give me Iowa State to cover. Iowa to win.
Yeah, I just caution everybody in the state of Iowa, especially student athletes, be careful on betting this game because we saw what happened, in the offseason.
Yow.
No, I'm sorry. All jokes aside, give me Iowa to win and Iowa to cover.
Really?
I like Iowa State. Yeah, I think Iowa's a wagon this year. I think we saw half of what they're going to do offensively against Utah State. I'm excited to see. Well, I'm not excited as a Minnesota fan to see Cade McNamara open it up, but I think he's got the ability to do it with that offense, and they got some playmakers there, underratedly. So, and obviously, that defense will be playing well. Cooper DeJean, it's a monster. Give me Iowa on the road. But again, I'm not going to touch this game with a 10-foot pole because it's a rivalry game, because you have no idea. Yeah. This is always such a grind of a game. A great atmosphere, obviously, going to be in Ames, Iowa. Tough for Iowa to go there, even though it's not far away from Iowa City. It's still going to be rowdy and tough to go in there and get a win. But I think they're going to do it. I think they'll cover.
Yeah, so the over-under is at 36, right? So inherently, right, at +4, that means that the books have Iowa 20, Iowa State 16, right? Do you think Iowa scores more than that, right? So what is the number that Iowa State needs to get to cover this?
I think if Iowa State needs to score over 21. Oh, no, that's not true at all. They could win this game 13-9 for all I care. Ideally, I think these teams, if I were to bet anything on this game, I would bet the over, because I think both these offenses are going to play a little bit better than we've seen in the past. But obviously, it's Iowa State. This game is always, fighting tooth and nail. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'll certainly call me like sicko, whatever you want to call me. I love watching this game every single year.
It delivers. It always delivers.
It delivers in the most obscure ways that you couldn't think of. blocked punts, blocked field goals, interceptions, random fumbles, huge sacks, absolutely airmailing balls wherever. Like this is an awesome game. I can't. I just sound like I was dogging on both of those teams there because I actually took Iowa's over win total, and not in our official Big 12 previews, right? This is like a play that I made all the way back in January. I took Iowa State like over 5 wins. So realistically, I actually technically have money on both these guys, but gosh, I wish I had a cash out option so bad. And if it was, it's probably terrible, but I don't care. I need to check if there's a cash out option there so I can just get out of there because I don't know what the future looks like for Iowa State. But for all I know, they come out and win this game like they sometimes do. So again, can't reiterate how excited I am for this game.
What's it? It's the Cyhawk series, right? A Cyhawk game.
Yeah.
Which obviously I'd like to see a little bit more creative name because there are such like the Floyd or Rosedale Iowa's in with Minnesota. Like there's some creative things. The Civil War, Oregon State. I will say Iowa State has been known to beat some much better Iowa teams in this game. So obviously I would not be surprised with anything. Even though I'm taking Iowa to cover, I would win. I would not be surprised with anything.